A Governor State University student is shot to death in Chicago. LaNiyah Murphy was killed on the city's south side.
Her friends here at Brave Youth Leadership at St. Sabina are determined to continue LaNiyah Murphy's legacy of fighting against violence by pursuing police so they catch her killer. So LaNiyah Murphy's name is just not another on a long list of unsolved Chicago murders.
Hey, it's your boy Tony Amore of Urban Crimes TV, and I'm back with another video. But before we get started, I would love for you to take a quick second to subscribe to my channel, turn on that notification bell, and please smash the like button so that I'm able to bring you the latest information concerning crimes that plague the urban communities across America. Now let's get started. 20-year-old LaNiyah Murphy was sadly shot and killed while sitting in her vehicle on the 12,200 block of South Wallace Street at around 6 p.m. on Tuesday, January the 4th. Now, according to the Chicago Police Department spokesman, Murphy was sitting in the car with someone that she knew, and while the two was arguing, the person shot her. Murphy was pronounced dead at the scene. Now, if I could take you back to 2018, the then 16-year-old 11th grader LaNiyah Murphy was actually shot, but survived. Now, according to Monica Connor, her compositions teacher, she said despite what the 16-year-old had been through, she quickly discovered what most others knew about her, and that was that she was sassy, passionate, brilliant, kind, supportive, and selfless. That spirit led Murphy to channel her traumatic experience into anti-violence advocacy. According to her friends and family, she joined an organization called BRAVE, which stands for Bold Resistance Against Violence Everywhere, a violence prevention youth council at St. Sabina Church in Auburn, Gresham. Before long, she was promoting its initiatives across the country as one of the group's core members. She was easily the smartest person in the room, Connor said Friday during a memorial for Murphy. Not only did LaNiyah excel in academics, but she was genuinely kind and supportive. If I needed help with anything, she was there. The most selfless person that I could think of. She was absolutely a gem, and she did it all effortlessly.
She was a leader, and she was a champion.
Her friends here at Brave Youth Leadership at St. Sabina are determined to continue LaNiyah Murphy's legacy of fighting against violence by pursuing police so they catch her killer. So LaNiyah Murphy's name is just not another on a long list of unsolved Chicago murders.
I'm told that members of Brave are expected to honor Murphy in the coming days. It's not clear what it will entail, but the anti-violence group is known for rallying in the streets. For them, this murder is personal.
Now, according to LaNiyah's aunt, Danita Huff, she stated that Murphy was simply taking a friend home when she was shot. If anyone knows LaNiyah, they know LaNiyah was always willing to lend a helping hand, Huff said. So on that day, she was actually helping a friend by taking them home. She wasn't just sitting in her car. She was doing just what she does, and that's helping someone. And unfortunately, someone took her life from us.
A Governor State University student is shot to death in Chicago. LaNiyah Murphy was killed on the city's south side. As CBS 2's Jermont Terry tells us, her murder comes as a shock to friends because she was an activist working to prevent gun violence.
If this vibrant smile did not catch your attention, friends say LaNiyah Murphy's presence guaranteed to draw you in.
She was bold in her personality. Everyone loved her and liked her.
Tuesday evening, just 4 days into the new year, the 20-year-old's life ended. A single bullet from an unknown shooter hit her in the head while she sat in this car near 122nd and Wallace in West Pullman.
She was a victim of this tragedy, but at the same time, she was a champion with her peers. And that's why it hurts.
Lamar Johnson is the violence prevention coordinator with Bold Resistance Against Violence Everywhere, or BRAVE. Murphy joined the anti-violence youth group at St. Sabina despite never attending the Southside School.
She was a leader for her peers.
And Murphy was brave and bold for the cause.
She also spoke on our behalf in Washington, D.C. She spoke at Purdue University about gun violence prevention.
She graduated high school in 2020 as salutatorian and remained active with the youth group, which is why it's devastating to know she died by the same gun violence she rallied against.
That goes to show that there's more work that needs to be done. The fact that she was a young person doing this speaks volumes to the climate of our city's leadership.
As police search for whoever caused this scene, leaving a bigger void in the hearts of so many, Johnson says it will only ramp up Brave's efforts to stop the violence.
And she means so much to so many people. It's not just St. Sabina, it's not just Brave. It's her school, it's her parents, it's her siblings.
In a separate statement made by Pam Bosley, a violence prevention manager at St. Sabina and co-founder of Purpose Over Pain, a group founded by Chicago parents who have lost children to gun violence, urged city officials to form a task force to solve Murphy's murder. Catch the shooters just like you caught the looters, she said, referring to people who damaged stores following George Floyd protests. How many of us have to die? How many of us have to get shot for you to stand up and make a change? Our babies are dying. Black people are dying. And in many cases, it's us that's killing us. Wake up. Come forward. Just stop. St. Sabina officials are offering a $5,000 reward to anyone who can help solve Murphy's murder. If you have any information that would help in this case, please call the Chicago Police Department at 312-745-3610. Again, 312-745-3610.
Her friends say no one ever had to wonder what LaNiyah Murphy thought.
She was very vocal, very bold. She wasn't afraid of anything.
And with that voice, they say she was out to change society, starting in her Southside community.
She fitted the description of what a brave youth leader is. Very vocal, not afraid to speak out about things that's not right in their community. She was the reason why a lot of youth joined the program during the time she was here.
The salutatorian of her graduating class at Perspective Leadership Academy, Murphy had already personally endured the agony of being shot once.
She was always telling her story how she survived gun violence and how people need to turn around and be peaceful and not resort to gun violence. And she was shot in the head and she survived that.
Tuesday night, the gun violence she'd fought so hard against killed LaNiyah Murphy. Police say as she was sitting in a car with friends near 122nd and Wallace on the city's far south side, a bullet her friends say was intended for someone else came through the car, killing the 20-year-old community advocate.
She's smart, she was a leader, she was a champion.
Well, that's going to do it for today's episode of Urban Crimes TV. To the family and friends of Miss Murphy, she will never be forgotten. Once again, if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and please give this video a thumbs up. Remember, no one can tell our stories like we tell our stories. You be blessed.